What does it really take to go from earning six-figure paychecks to commanding $50 million for a single film? For Margot Robbie, that transformation didn't happen overnight. It's the result of calculated risks, smart career moves, and a deep understanding of both the creative and business sides of Hollywood. Her journey began far from the bright lights of Los Angeles, in Australia, where she first gained attention on the long-running TV series Neighbours. At the time, she was just another rising talent trying to break into the industry. But even early on, Robbie showed a level of ambition that set her apart. In 2011, she made a bold decision. She left behind a stable career in Australia and moved to the United States, stepping into one of the most competitive entertainment industries in the world. Like many actors making that transition, the early days weren't easy. Smaller roles and auditions filled her schedule, but everything changed in 2013 when she landed a role in The Wolf of Wall Street. Starring alongside Leonardo DiCaprio and directed by Martin Scorsese, the film was a major opportunity. Robbie reportedly earned around $347,000 for her performance, a respectable paycheck, but more importantly, it gave her global visibility, and she made the most of it. Instead of being typecast or fading into the background, Robbie used that momentum to carefully build her filmography. She appeared in Focus alongside Will Smith, proving she could hold her own in a leading role. Then came Suicide Squad, where she introduced the world to her unforgettable portrayal of Harley Quinn. That role changed everything. Harley Quinn wasn't just a character, it became a cultural phenomenon. Robbie's performance stood out in a star-studded cast, and audiences connected with her energy, unpredictability, and charisma. Almost instantly, she became one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood. More importantly, studios began to see her as a bankable star, someone who could draw audiences and generate revenue. But what truly sets Margot Robbie apart is that she didn't rely solely on blockbuster success. While many actors get locked into one type of role, Robbie made a conscious effort to diversify. In 2017, she starred in Tonya, a biographical drama that was a major departure from her previous work. Not only did she act in the film, but she also produced it through her own company. The risk paid off. Her performance earned her an Academy Award nomination, and the film received critical acclaim. It proved that she wasn't just a commercial star, she was a serious actress with depth, range, and a strong creative vision. Around this time, her earnings per film began to climb significantly, reaching between $2 million and $3 million by the late 2010s. At the same time, Robbie was quietly building something even bigger behind the scenes. She co-founded her production company, Lucky Chap Entertainment, with the goal of creating unique, female-driven stories. This move would later become one of the most important financial decisions of her career, allowing her to earn not just as an actress, but as a producer with a stake in her projects. Then came 2020 and the release of Birds of Prey. The film was centered entirely around Harley Quinn, essentially turning Robbie's breakout character into a franchise of its own. Financially, the movie faced challenges. While it generated about $25 million worldwide, it struggled to meet expectations due to high production and marketing costs, which reportedly required $250 to $300 million just to break even. But here's where Robbie's position in Hollywood became clear. Despite the film's performance, she earned an impressive salary estimated between $9 million and $10 million. That same year, according to Forbes, her total earnings reached $23.5 million, placing her among the highest-paid actresses in the world. Even when a film underperformed, her value as a star remained strong. A similar pattern followed with Amsterdam. The movie featured a high-profile cast and a significant budget of around $80 million, but ultimately brought in only about $31 million at the box office and received mixed to negative reviews. For many actors, being attached to a box office disappointment could impact future opportunities or salaries. Not for Robbie. She still secured a paycheck of around $5 million for her role, demonstrating once again that her earning power was no longer tied solely to a film's performance. By this point, she had established herself as both a critical and commercial asset. Then came the defining moment of her career, Barbie. This project wasn't just another acting job. Robbie was deeply involved from the beginning, not only starring as the iconic character but also producing the film through her company. It was a bold idea, turning a globally recognized toy into a major cinematic event, and one that carried significant risk, but the payoff was extraordinary. The film became a global sensation, earning an incredible $1.44 billion worldwide and becoming the highest-grossing film of the year. It wasn't just a box office hit, it was a cultural moment, dominating conversations, social media, and fashion trends across the globe. Financially, the numbers were just as impressive. Robbie and her co-star Ryan Gosling each earned $12.5 million upfront. But the real story lies in the back-end deal. Because Robbie was also a producer, she received a percentage of the film's profits. According to reports from Variety, her total earnings from Barbie reached approximately $50 million. Think about that for a moment, from earning a few $100,000 early in her career to making $50 million from a single project. That's not just growth, it's a complete transformation in how she operates within the industry, and the impact didn't stop there. That one film reportedly increased her net worth from around $40 million to approximately $60 million, solidifying her position as one of the most financially successful actresses in Hollywood. More importantly, it showcased the power of combining acting talent with business strategy. Margot Robbie's story is no longer just about landing big roles or delivering standout performances. It's about understanding leverage, knowing when to take risks, when to step behind the camera, and how to turn creative projects into long-term financial success. She represents a new generation of Hollywood talent, one that doesn't just work within the system, but actively shapes it. By taking control of her career, investing in her own projects, and expanding her role beyond acting, Robbie has built something far more sustainable than fame alone. In the end, her journey answers that original question: what does it take to go from six-figure paychecks to $50 million for a single film? It takes talent, yes. But more than that, it takes vision, strategy, and the willingness to think beyond the spotlight, and Margot Robbie has mastered all of it.